today down at the church and I'm making something. You know when you go to those arcades and you see like the basketball shooting alley games? I'm going to be making one of those. Alright. So, just need to get some bits out of here, because in here I've got stored down there some panels that I've been making. I'll get them out and I'll show you them in just a minute. A couple of weeks ago I was planning the freshers party for all the new folks that are joining United, the youth group that I run, and also to welcome back all the guys that are part of a group already. And we'd played a game in the summer. I showed you in the Faith Camp video. Look here, seated basketball. Do you remember that? It was really good. It went really well. And I thought, let's do a basketball challenge. Let's do a basketball themed party. I googled how much it was to hire one of these, a basketball shooting alley game for one night. For one night, £375. Why would I do that? £375 for a night? You're kidding me. I thought I'll make my own. Well, let me tell you, it was a lot easier to draw one of these than it is to make, but it's been really good fun. Right, so basically the challenge is, here's the church, right? Here's the church building. This thing is 8 foot tall, 8 foot long and 4 foot wide. So I need to be able to have this up in this room so that we can play it. Oh goodness, hopefully better than that. And whilst playing it, and it be sturdy enough to withstand the abuse of the shooting, it also needs to be able to be packed away and stored. Now, you remember Gaga Ball, that game that I showed you at Faith Camp? Well, Gaga Ball, the Gaga Ball pit, that's it there. 8 sheets of plywood, 8 foot high, fit very neatly under the ceiling height of the room, store cupboard that we're in. That works brilliantly. But this bad boy, this is another level. I'm waiting for one very, very crucial thing to be delivered. I thought it was going to be delivered today. It was not delivered today, which is a 10 foot long by 4 foot wide banner. And what that banner is going to do is it's going to be attached underneath the hoop there, and then it's going to be slack and come down to here, so that as you shoot your basketball through the hoop, hopefully successfully like that, rather than just bouncing around aimlessly in here, the banner should catch it and pull it back towards the stopper bar at the front here. So, whilst sometimes by pure chance that happens already, the goal is for that to happen every time. Day 2 building. This isn't day 2. To be honest, it's more like day 4 or day 5, but I've only shown you 2 days, or this is the second day I'm showing you, just because the prep work of cutting and measuring and drawing and all that really isn't the exciting bit. The exciting bit is building the jolly thing and getting to throw basketballs at it. So today in this tube, oh, very exciting, this is the banner which goes from there to here, so that when you get the ball in and the ball returns down to the front, just like it does on the arcade games. And we're gonna make it happen. Here we go then, are you ready for this? The big reveal. The classic basketball gymnasium floor to reveal that classic. Oh, yes! That is gonna look top notch. So I have finished making the basketball arcade game. It's ready to go, ready for you, United Youth. This build was a lot easier to draw than it was to do. It was a lot easier to have the idea for it than it has been to actually execute the idea. The scale of the whole thing, if it's 8 foot tall, it's 8 foot long, it's 4 foot wide. You've got to be able to have it withstand teenagers throwing basketballs at it. I've got 6 basketballs that I've bought for this, 3 orange ones and 3 rainbow coloured ones. You can have the rainbows versus the oranges. This all started as a drawing. Someone asked me a question and that sparked something in my head. I had a notepad next to me and I scribbled down a picture of this arcade. So I thought, well, I can make one. So I've made one out of leftover wood. I borrowed basketball hoop, thank you Nick, and other stuff. All I've had to buy was the banner, a few nuts and bolts, and the basketballs themselves, and it's cost me about £60, 40 quid of which was the banner, the custom printed United basketball court banner. But you know what, we live in a time, don't we, like as in like a bit of a season of history where things are instant. You often hear things referred to as our microwave culture. With the realities of like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even YouTube, things can happen very fast and very easy, and we can have ideas, and before you know it, I did this myself the other day, full disclosure, before you know it, you've set up a Twitter account for that project. That thing has, I don't know, maybe you've made an Etsy account, or you've got a Facebook page for that project that you're doing, but that project doesn't exist. Like that Twitter account that I set up the other day, it does not exist. It has a Twitter account. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it doesn't exist. It's very easy to do that, but it's not necessarily so easy to actually execute the project and make it happen. What people like us need right now is less Twitter accounts and less Instagram accounts where we're saying we're about to do X, Y, and Z, and just more people actually making stuff happen. I could have left that basketball shooting alley as just an idea on a piece of paper that I've sketched out, but I put my mind to it and I make it happen. 60 quid later, we've got a basketball hoop that really works, a game that really works. I really value that as a quality in people that I work with, people who don't just talk about stuff and don't just discuss great ideas or theorise them and even maybe design a logo for them and set up a Twitter account for them, but people that actually just say, do you know what, that's good, but it's not actually achieving anything. What I need to do is actually work, actually put my shoulder to the grind, and actually sweat a little bit, make this thing happen. The Book of James says that if we're hearers but not doers of the word, we deceive ourselves. I reckon if we're planners and logo creators of the projects that we're involved in, but we don't actually do anything, equally, we deceive ourselves. Whatever it is that you're involved in this week, whatever it is that you do, get stuck in, give it your all, be the move in your area. Don't wait for someone else to move first. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, why not give it a like? If you want to subscribe, click here. See you next Thursday.